Hello. Late on a Thursday night. I think Open Bar is still going, primarily due to some people taking about 40 minutes on one topic. It's quite entertaining. Anyway, how are you all? Hope you're enjoying Andor. I am attempting currently to upload my new cover for my latest publication, my play about Seven, the making of the Magnificent Seven. Here you go. And this cover, by the way, is designed by my good friend and regular co-host on the Nielsen ratings, Stepenzo. So I've had a lot of issues getting this cover approved, citing text being too close to the edge, but as long as it's within the red lines, it's supposed to be fine. So this is like the 5th attempt to get this approved, and this is where you have your book. I'm going to save and continue that, and I'm going to publish this. I've been trying to publish this for several weeks now, and because I'm trying to publish all my plays, whether they've been put on or not, and the making of the Magnificent Seven, or Seven Magnificent Egos as the play is called, has actually not been put on yet, but it's one of my favorites. So there you are. How are you all, the 4 people that are watching? I appreciate you being here. You're very committed. We have Lord Toxic. Can you recommend season 2 of Andor? And we have the Wayfarer Project. I've seen you in my chat before. This reminds me of the days when I used to print CDs and had to have artwork line up with the templates. Yes, indeed, I remember that too. Tox, if you want to come on, I'll send you the link, man. I thought I had already, to be honest. I did a gut reaction 20 minutes or so earlier today. It's like my initial thoughts, my immediate thoughts on Andor. Also, Wayfarer Project, if you're a YouTuber, you've got a channel, you can come on this stream. This is open to all YouTubers with channels. Proctophile, you've been sent the link for this, mate. Check your Twitter inbox. Yeah, I talked about it. Now, look, there's quite a lot I like about it. I think the standard of the acting is very high. The standard of the production design is very high. The plot is a bit too convoluted. There's also a lot of wastage and padding in terms of time, which I really didn't like. And just stupid people doing stupid things. I just feels some of the writing is a bit lazy, but there is some good stuff. So I didn't particularly have a massive problem with the assault scene. I mean, tonally, does it fit for Star Wars? You could argue a case for no, but I think we can also say that Star Wars has matured a bit since back in the day. Aha, Procto is here, and I think Toxic will be coming on in a second. Hello, mate.
How's it going, man?
Have you seen Andor?
I have not. I don't really do streaming services aside for the bit of Amazon that Bree was kind enough to let me on.
Well, no worries. I mean, it's
all physical all the way.
Yeah, it's I mean, it is one of the better Star Wars series that we've had. I quite enjoyed season 1, but there's a lot of. We've had 3 episodes. I'm told the rest of it's very good by someone who's seen the whole thing. And that the first 3 episodes are the worst. So, but there's a lot of padding and a lot of faff, and it's a bit like, there's a scene where 2 Imperial officers are having dinner and the mother-in-law comes over, and it's like a scene from a sitcom,
right?
Yeah. It's like, what is this?
That's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it's actually quite a well-written scene, and it is quite funny. I'm just like watching it, thinking, Star Wars is supposed to be about people on adventures and shit,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, hopefully this is going to have some deeper meaning later in the show, but it sort of
Maybe
didn't feel
like,
that way.
there is some potential. You know, if there's like a conflict involving stormtroopers.
Well, I think
you know, there's
from what
definitely
I'm
the other
told, a
side.
lot of characters are going to die. So,
Hmm.
hey, that could be good. We'll see. Oh, Chucksenhausen is here. Hey, man, it's the first time you've come on my channel. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for the invite.
Because I
Yes.
I did a stream with you on Critical Drinkers channel about Cobra Kai, wasn't it? It was Cobra Kai.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
that was a great show.
Yeah, I know you're working, so you can stay off camera, man, because we don't want to see people coming up to your till and you know, purchasing tools or whatever. But
no worries.
I do this. This is kind of like an open bar after party that I do occasionally. It's not going to be a very long stream.
Okay.
And I just talk about whatever. And at the minute that, you know, obviously everyone's talking about Andor at the moment. Have you seen it?
You know, no, I actually don't have Disney Plus. So yeah.
Well,
I know.
you got to limit your choices, haven't you, these days? So
I know.
Don't blame you.
I got it. Yeah, I know. I got it once, like back in 2020, just to see Mandalorian, because I was like dating someone at the time, and she loved, you know, she was just a big fan of Baby Yoda.
Right. As indeed are a lot of women, of course. Yeah,
surprisingly. So yeah, I'm guessing everyone is enjoying that season. I'll get a chance to look up Watch Open Bar later this weekend.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So, in terms of what kind of stuff, Chuckson, what kind of stuff have you been watching lately? Have you seen any new movies? Have you seen Warfare, for example?
No, I haven't. I did watch the recommends video, and yeah, I know Drinker loved it.
Yeah, I saw it at the cinema a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a brutal experience. It's not like watching a film like Black Hawk Down. It's much more. I'll tell you what, you know the experience of watching that film Das Boot on the German submarine. You feel like you've been on the German submarine. Warfare is a bit like, we're going to put you right in the middle of this platoon. You're going to stay with this platoon. You're going to experience everything they experience. You're going to hear everything they hear. You're going to see everything that they see. And we're rarely going to take you out of that point of view until we pick up another platoon who comes and joins them. That's the only time when they kind of change the POV. So you really feel like you were in that battle when you come out of that cinema.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's pretty, you know, yeah, it's pretty intense movie. Definitely worth seeing on a big screen if you can. If you like your modern combat movies, this one is as real as it gets.
Oh, I like that. I'll definitely watch it now.
Yeah, they made it for a budget of 20 million as well, which is, you know, pretty reasonable. I don't think even that's not even close to the budget of Black Hawk Down, which I think was at least 40 or 50.
Wow, and even then, even 20 years ago, that's not like a huge budget.
It's 20 million is pretty lean for most people these days. But yeah, I recommend it. Good film.
Okay.
I really I mean, I don't know that I want to watch it again. I don't know that I even want to own it. I don't think I even want to own it in the Blu-ray collection because I don't think I'm going to watch it again. But
to be fair, like the story itself is pretty basic. Like it's just a bunch of guys surviving a hostile conflict in the Middle East. Like once you get the premise, you don't really need to see it again.
No.
Okay.
Toxic, who's just joined us, is actually an ex-combat vet, and in fact, I think you served out in Iraq at the time that this operation happened, didn't you?
I was right after that, and I was about 2009 to 2013.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I remember when you recommended this film to me, you said it was an incredibly realistic depiction of.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah, and I have to say I agree. And it doesn't let up. I mean, there's not a lot of, there's not a lot once the firing starts. There's not a lot of downtime until the film finishes, really. And I think it really, I think there's a perception of the war in Iraq, especially, of it being, predominantly an occupation thing with occasional bombs going off. But,
No.
I mean, this really puts you, this really changes that perception, the public perception, I think. And
now the Iraqis love to fight. They love it. They love it more than they love anything else in the world.
Right.
So,
while you're there, there's going to be a punch up. Hey, Box Office Brawler. Hey, buddy, if you want to come on, let me know, man. This is kind of open. So, he's been on before.
Indeed.
This is a good one. Dude, the Wayfarer Project's even here. Welcome to the channel for the first time.
Hello.
I'm just gonna bring literally everyone in from the chat until there's 100 people on screen. How are you, sir? Where are you
I'm
from?
doing fine.
Where are you from?
I reside in North Florida.
North Florida. Okay, I've been there. That's like
Swanee County.
Jacksonville and around there, right?
Yeah, not too far.
Yeah. See, I know my geography. I've been to Florida 5 fucking times, so I ought to know where shit is in Florida.
Yeah,
what's going on, man? I'm
north.
from Florida as well. How are you?
Oh, hey, good evening.
There you go. You got a fellow Floridian in. I did not see it in an IMAX. I copped out and I saw it for $5.99 at my local, but it was a decent screen, decent size, good sound system. It was.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have wanted to see it in the IMAX with, especially like some of the scenes are really brutal. And I think that probably would have been maybe a little too much. So I don't know.
What? So let me ask you this, right? Because I was a little bit. So when the IED goes off,
okay,
as they're trying to evac the first time,
yeah,
there's one guy who's completely blown in half. Now I was trying to work out who that guy was. Was that one of the two Iraqi soldiers that was with them?
Yeah, well, they don't call them soldiers. They're interpreters or terps.
Terps, right?
Yeah.
Was that one of the terps? Was it?
As far as I know, I'm going to go see it again tomorrow night.
It was really hard to tell because you just kind of saw this half of a body. I thought, I know they've got slightly different combat gear on, but it was half of a body, his guts hanging out everywhere. Obviously, he's not talking because he's dead. And then the other one, the camera lingers on the other terp for quite a while, and you don't then see him again. So I think you assume he fucks off out of there.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't come back in the building. He's like gone. I like things like there was a lot of stuff I learned actually about modern combat with this film. Like,
what did you learn? I'm interested to know what
can we have a show of force means, let's get a plane to fly low and kick up all the dust.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I wondered how effective that would be. Hey, this is the first time I've got more people actually guesting than currently in the chat. I brought you all on here. That's why.
I think Chucksenhausen just bowed out, so that may not be true anymore.
Oh, did he duck out? Oh, hang on. I think he just lost his gang. We'll bring him back in. I think we got him.
No, he has a customer.
Oh, he had a customer. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Is that a euphemism for something?
No, he works. He works. I think he works at a motorcycle shop or a alarm company or something like that.
Okay, very good.
So he's known to get on streams and like while he's at work and stuff.
I'm Wayfarer. I'm not going to push you on what this means, but it does sound entertaining.
Huh.
So, Box Office Brawler is asking, how do we feel about Joseph Quinn as an actor? I'm really not a fan of his. He shocked me here. So was Joseph Quinn in this film?
In this movie, yeah, he did a great job.
I thought he did amazing.
Which role did he play?
He was the one that was wounded really bad.
The sniper or the other one?
No, the other one, the one that in the opening sequence, he's the one that's hyping everybody up for the Call on Me song.
Yeah, and he's got the shaved head and
yeah,
He's one of the last ones to put his helmet on in the combat sequence.
Correct.
I mean, also interesting is James Gandolfini's boy is in this.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know this until you pointed out, or one of your people pointed out on your stream the other day, was that there's so many Brits playing Americans. I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's quite a few, and I think Michael Gandolfini is on the left here.
Yes, that's correct.
And you can really see his dad's appearance. And I remember thinking with this actor, because I didn't realize it was him, I remember thinking this actor's a bit chunky to be a Marine, or a bit chunky.
That does happen.
He does look a bit on the chunky side, but once you go over there, man, if you indulge in too many kebabs, I mean, who knows?
What usually happens is you might wind up retaining a lot of water when you get over there, and if you're I was a little heavy when I was over there my first year, so
yeah, right. And if you remember, they gave him a lot of shit because he was bigger and like the new guy.
Yeah, and he was all sort of pumped up and wanting to see action and shit. Yeah. I thought this guy was good. This guy on the left was really good. He was like running the second platoon.
He was a right asshole.
Yeah. Then somebody else comes in and is kind of like trying to pump everybody up, and he steps on the guy's fucking legs. I was like, oh my god,
Yep.
That was
fucking twice.
Yeah, twice. That was nuts. Yeah. So everybody on my rather fluid panel, you've all seen this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that a yet?
Nope.
So who hasn't seen it?
It's probably the worst time for me to come on.
No. We're not. Listen, man. We'll talk about a few different things, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you haven't seen it. Are you planning on seeing it?
Well, maybe. I don't know. We've been kind of busy with the garden and everything, and I don't know, just a lot of work to do because we're trying to grow some food this summer. And
are you one of those people with like an army of miniature gnomes in your garden and all kinds of like little miniature windmills and shit and flags and?
No, we don't have decoration, just what we need.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, just but we're trying to grow food. We're
vote Trump on the lawn kind of thing, and that's it. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't tread on me.
Okay, Gary is saying the legs guy was the Shogun guy. Oh shit, yeah. He's the British guy in Shogun, the sniper, isn't he?
Huh.
Fuck, do you know what? I did not pick up on that. That's a good shout.
Neither did I.
Yeah, but he is that guy. I don't know if there's a better picture of him. He's probably in this cast picture, right? Yeah, I think he's isn't that him up the top there?
Yeah.
I think that's him. Yeah. Yeah, man. He was the sniper. I'm just thinking about it now. Yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, I'd definitely rate this movie. I mean, I've got to give it a 9 out of 10.
Same.
I'd rated it before, but I hadn't seen it on the big screen before. I'd seen it on different place. So yeah, exactly. So now I've seen it on the big screen, i.e. paid for it.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, but it was worth every penny. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to watch it again. I don't want to own the Blu-ray. Normally when I rate a war film like super highly like that, it will go straight in my physical collection, but not on this occasion. So Wayfarer Project, talk to me about your name. What does it mean?
I'm a bit of a journeyman. I'm a composer, specializes in electronic music and more of the artsy side of electronic music, and I do some sound design, and on YouTube I pretty much do synthesizer tutorials and electronic music tutorials and a little bit of movies and stuff because I love that too. So I kind of mix it up. And
so you have a YouTube channel for that?
Yeah, the Wayfarer Project, and we have Sunday nights. We have a live stream that we do. It's a little late for you. midnight is when we start.
Yeah, that would even for me, and I am a late.
Well, that's UK time. Over here, it's we start at like 7:30, so it's easy.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're talking half midnight my time. Oh, you never know.
Yeah.
Anyone care about the Ben Eubank Jr. fight this Saturday? Is anyone a boxing fan here? Anyone?
Nope.
Toxic, what is that? So a box office brawler. I think you want to go to the boxing live chat and pay for that, and you'll get a better response. Trump, who's appeared in my chat, said you better have my poster on your lawn if you live in Florida. Yeah, I kind of thought it was mandatory for people to have like a Trump vote.
Well, North Florida, you see a lot of it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I was in South Florida not that long ago, and I saw a fair bit of it there.
Yeah. Well,
evening, Lance and panel. Thank you, Flav. So here we are. We're on the Wayfarer. We're on the Wayfarer project. Let's have a look. See, I love YouTube. So, earworms. I know exactly what an earworm is, and you're talking to a guy who's got like 400 movie soundtracks here. So, that's pretty interesting. You got 1,009 subscribers there. Well, you got 1,010 now.
No, it's 1,098. Now it's 1,099. That's awesome.
There you go. So,
I mean, YouTube just leaves off the last digit there. I don't know why. They're trying to save one digit of space, I guess.
How long have you been composing music for?
Oh man, since like 18, 19 years old. So it's a little over 30 years.
Proctophile and I have a virus issue on our social media. We don't know how it started, but for some reason we keep getting massive images of girls with ginormous asses constantly coming up on our Facebook and stuff. So what we need you to do is
you gotta love.
Yeah, they just come up every day, different ones, and I have to try and click on them in order to get rid of them. What I feel the Wayfarer project should do is compose us a piece of music to go with those. So every time we have to click on them to get rid of them, it plays that piece of music instead of the stupid soundtrack that they often have. So, there's a project for you to get your teeth stuck into, quite literally.
Shades of Rocky, if you can.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I am actually directing Mauler's short film on that whole. I don't know if you guys are following the Kickstarter thing with Critical Drinking.
Actually, got a really funny story for you.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, they did a Kickstarter for. They're making some short films. Drinker's doing another. He's expanding the one he did before and doing kind of like a backstory to one of the characters. So they're doing a little short about that. And Mauler wanted to do his first short. So he's written a short film and I've come in to direct it. I can't tell you anything about it. It's all secret. But funnily enough, I was just having a discussion with the production manager the other day about, are we going to have a score in this film? And if so, what kind of music is it going to be? And I have a feeling that we're probably going to have almost no music and that the score will probably only be on the end credits. That's what I think will probably happen, but we shall see. So, Spectral Dream. Should we listen to this?
All right. Well, that's one of them. There's like 7 of them.
7 of them. Hang on. How many Spectral Dreams can you have? Wait a minute. Let me just make sure I'm
as many as I can.
Correct. And then you're going to get a flag. You're going to get a flag up saying, "Hey, this channel's been sharing your content. Is that okay?" To which obviously you're going to say, "Yes, of course it is."
Yeah, no problem.
I like the soundtrack to The Humanoid, 1979.
Yeah, when I say electronic music, this is more of the artsy craftsy side.
It feels like an art installation piece that would go down well at a rave with people that have taken acid.
Yeah, I've presented this at a few of those types of events. The whole piece is actually based on a recording of me tapping on speaker stands, and the recording itself was only about 7 seconds long. So
and then you used sound design to sort of like redesign all that?
Yeah, I put it in a software called Spirit, which is like a spectral analyzer as well as reconstructor. It does fast Fourier transfers, so you can take all these different um, portions of the frequency spectrum and transform it. And basically, I like to work from like small little elements and just take them and build like worlds out of them.
So this reminds me of the scene in Poltergeist where the TV is trying to talk to the girl, and you're getting all that kind of weird shit going on.
Yeah, this is about electronic voice phenomena. I basically took a shortwave radio and recorded me just spinning through it and finding whatever beauty I could.
Well, although this is quite niche, I mean, it is quite cool because not everybody goes and does this sort of thing.
It's not what people do to make a quick buck.
No. Yeah, I mean, if you put this on a 12-inch single, with a Whitney Houston B-side, it's probably still not going to sell that well. But
no, I like to. I just like to make things that give me a trip, And
no, I can see where this would be really useful in like film. If you were doing like a horror film,
yeah,
and something.
Yeah, I've done something pretty close to a horror film, more of a suspense, but yeah.
Oh, you know what? I know quite a few independent filmmakers that make horror films. I might send one of them your way when he's looking for a score next time, because I reckon you'd be the right person to do one, especially.
Oh, maybe. Maybe not so much as a slasher, but some of the psychological thriller types.
More kind of creepy people talking from the other side of life through mirrors in a house and that sort of thing.
I know a few of them.
Yeah. I mean, I assume Toxic's one of them all the time.
Yep, guilty.
Yeah, exactly. So, Tox, what else have you seen? What else have you been up to?
Let's see. Well, you already know I've been keeping up. We just streamed together like day before yesterday.
Yeah, I expect like major events to have occurred in your life by now.
Did you indeed? Well, I'm got a lot of stuff on the Plex Pass I want to try. I want to look at I saw it when it first came out, but Sharp Objects came out on the Plex Pass, and it's one of my favorite authors. It's actually, conceivably my biggest competition in Kansas City. Gillian Flynn wrote. It's her first book, and I think it's her best. I know everybody loves Gone Girl, but they made a mini series out of her first book on HBO, and it's just incredible. Came out in I think 2019, and stars Amy Adams. Really well done. So I want to do that. I think I might do a stream on it as well.
What's that called?
Sharp Objects.
Sharp Objects. Do you know what? I think I feel like I saw that. With Patricia Clarkson, who I'm a big fan of. Patricia Clarkson. She played.
Oh, she's so good in it.
She played Kevin Costner's wife in The Untouchables.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, and I might be getting her mixed up with a different actress, but I think she's blind in one eye now in real life.
She?
I think. I might be getting her mixed up with someone else. Because that might have been the lady from And the Band Played On, who actually passed away. Hang on, let me get her name. She was great as well. She was a really good actress. She died quite young, relatively speaking.
Yeah, but for the uninitiated, it's the story of this journalist that lives and works in Chicago, but she's from a small town in Missouri. I like Gillian Flynn for that because she's from Missouri, and her stuff, winds up going back there. I really, really dig that. Kind of like how Stephen King always gets his stuff somewhere around Maine, And so she goes down. There's been some child murders and abductions and things like that going on in her hometown, where she was kind of actually, upper middle class, like high class, but black sheep of the family, so to speak. Her sister died of strange circumstances, so she kind of gets involved in the case, and she's got a bunch of problems. She's a cutter. I'm not giving anything away because it's in the synopsis of the thing, but she's a cutter. She cuts on herself, and she's got a lot of alcohol problems and sex problems and things like that. And she goes back to this town, and it, without no pun intended, reopens a bunch of old wounds. And
Wow.
it's the directing style. It's one of those that's, the book is incredible, but the show is actually better. I love that.
Right.
So, and this girl, I don't know her name.
Her shorts are approved by Toxic.
Yeah, you could leave that up for a little bit.
She's
Okay, hold on that one.
She's an Australian actress, and she just kills it in this. I haven't seen her really in anything else, and I'm hoping she does.
Eliza Scanlon, I definitely do know that name.
Okay, maybe you've seen her in other stuff. I have not.
Probably have, because I do watch a lot of Australian television.
That's probably it then.
That's her again in an equally provocative outfit.
Yeah,
does
she's
she
a
wear
provocateur.
Yeah, clearly so. I was getting Patricia Clarkson mixed up with Glenn Headley, whom you guys might remember from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know
Yeah,
she passed away. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she passed away in 2017.
Oh, wow.
And I think she went blind in one eye first.
One of my favorite roles of her was 2 Days in the Valley. Like, she killed it in that role.
She was great. She was great in that. Yeah, she was good in that. I do really like her in And the Band Played On. That's probably one of her best parts. I haven't seen this film, Don John, with...
It's really good.
Is it good? Is it worth seeing? It feels like a kind of Jersey humor.
It is, but it's a very, it talks about like porn addiction and, this kid who's kind of coming into his own and kind of has to break out. Everybody's that's in it is very good. And it's top tier Scarlett Johansson. It's like the hottest Scarlett Johansson has ever looked is Don John.
Stupenzo, she was on We Watch for Making Mr.
That's
Right.
correct. Yeah.
So what, you're talking about Glenn Headley?
I believe so.
Right. Damn, I did not know that. Hey, Stupenzo, let me know if you want to come on. I'll send you over the link.
Stupenzo.
Yeah, so Sharp Objects, we recommend then.
Heavy recommend. You don't have to read the book, but the miniseries is the visual stuff. It's got a lot of tricks to the visual styling where, the little flashes of things that are kind of going on behind the screen. It's great on a second or even now on third rewatch to get some of that stuff. Cause the book is told in first person and a lot of it's in the main character's head. So that's
kind of the style of that writer, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's really difficult to kind of put that onto the screen. And I think the director that did it, I believe it might be a French director or something, did a really great job in it. I think you really enjoy the directing style in it. Plus, I live in the Midwest and it captures the Midwest very well.
I really rate this actor, Henry. I don't know how you pronounce that surname.
Cerny? Is it Cerny?
Yeah, I mean he's one of those character actors that's been in like loads of things. He's often played kind of seedy government types.
Yeah.
Like he played in Clear and Present Danger with Harrison Ford. I think he was the
Mission
main
Impossible.
villain. Yeah, Mission Impossible. But he's always good, isn't he? He's got great presence. He's always because he's what you would call a straight man actor, and that he's always going to get those kinds of roles.
He elevates anything he's in for sure.
Yeah, but he's I mean, in that realm of character actors, he's definitely at the top of his game. Yeah, and there he is with Harris Yulin, who I think Harris Yulin is still going.
Is he?
I think he is, isn't he? Because he was in.
I don't know.
Let's have a check.
I saw him in Ozark. A couple
Dude,
years
he was born in yeah, I know he's ancient in Ozark. He was born in 1937, and he's still going. So he's coming.
He was one of the best things in season 1 of Ozark.
Wow.
He's also brilliant in Scarface. Don't go too far, Tony. So I'm not going too far. You is. Anyway, yeah, terrible Al Pacino impression there. But yeah, he's great. He's got a dead cat on his head here, but yeah, but he's a good actor. I always like giving good character actors a shout out on my channel because they're the ones that usually don't get a mention.
Oh yeah, they're the blue collar workforce.
Yeah, exactly. They are the blue collar workforce of the film and television industry, which would be nothing.
It wouldn't be believable without them.
No. So I saw some interesting trailers today when I saw Warfare. I mean, I saw Mission Impossible. I saw that so might be fun Marvel superhero thing, which but I just can't be asked with superhero movies. I'm just so bored of them. But there were a couple of others, and I was going to say, there was a couple of others that I thought, yeah, they look quite interesting. Can I remember any of them? No.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I'm trying to. They'll come to me in a minute, but I was just thinking, yeah, I saw it because there was about 5 trailers. It was quite a lot, there was a couple that I was like, yeah, that looks kind of fun. One of them was the new Jurassic Park trailer. That was one.
Yeah. Well, no one would request that.
I wasn't. I just thought, another sequel. Yeah. Boring. But actually, it looked all right. It looked all right. It kind of
Rancor dinosaur thing. I don't know.
Welcome to Depends in the house. Yeah, I mean they kind of go back to the original site or something. I mean, there's some interesting sequences in the trailer. Not stuff that it's not like it's stuff that we haven't seen before, but it just looked fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Spencer.
How's it going? I mean, Jurassic World's going to be fun because they're talking about going back. It's basically like a do-over of the first movie, like a lot of the scenes that were in the book. I imagine they're going to have, kind of like Alien 3, like you're on an island full of dinosaurs and limited weapons and resources, and that enough should be scary, but of course they're going to throw in big mutants, alien, dinosaur. Dinosaurs are cool enough as it is. We don't need... whatever the Star Wars creature, what's that thing called?
The Rancor.
Rancor, thank you.
Rancor.
Yeah, we don't need like a Rancorsaurus. A T-Rex is scary enough.
No, I mean all the dinosaurs that were in the trailer that I saw, and by the way, it was a different trailer from this one.
Right.
They were all, they were all stuff that were in my big book of dinosaurs as a kid.
I would like, I would like for, because, Jurassic Park actually surprised everybody because it's like, oh my God, the T-Rex. But then it turned out that the Velociraptors were way bigger problem. And I'm hoping that kind of do something similar with the pterodons. Because, like, a flying giant bird, I think that'd be a lot worse than people are thinking,
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cooler if something like that happens, like... Yeah, oh my God, T-Rexes and Velociraptors, but there's also these damn pterodons, which are way worse than anything. But no, of course, it's going to be a Rancorsaurus. I don't know.
But has it finally been concluded that Tyrannosaurus Rex is really just a carrion eater?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they have revealed, they're showing now that the T-Rex probably had lips. So, like, the teeth are hidden, and also, like, I've been hearing some great, like, there's like a great like YouTube video about what a T-Rex probably sounded like. It just sounds like a huge bird. Like that, it's freaky.
Well, with lips, man.
Yeah, lips, like the idea that the T-Rex, he looks so freaky scary because Stan Winston, designed him with like kind of like crocodile, teeth, like the teeth showing. But yeah, lips. Same thing with Alien. Like I like the Xenomorph better when he has lips, like an Alien 3, because like the teeth are hidden and then the lips peel back and that's when you see the big scary teeth.
I like the inner mouths that come out on a stalk.
Of course. Yeah, but the idea is so much better when it's like it's hidden, kind of like a cat. Cat's teeth and claws aren't always showing, but like when the claws come out and the teeth, the lips peel back, you realize like, oh, this thing's like a carnivore. This thing's gonna eat people or eat animals or whatever. But yeah, I mean, Jurassic Park's definitely gonna do better than I think it's gonna do better than the Fantastic Four and Superman. Because dinosaurs. Everyone loves dinosaurs. And Scarlett Johansson's also gonna be a big draw. You know what I'm actually thinking is like I'm actually starting to think that Thunderbolts is actually gonna be pretty good and no one's gonna care.
There you go.
I think Thunderbolts is going to be cool. I saw the newest trailer, and I'm like, this looks dope.
I don't know, man.
Here's another pretty cool thing that happened today. So my friend, I knew she had a role in this movie, but I didn't know she was going to, with these big franchise films, like the actors get their own posters, and they do all these one-off, the company does. So my friend Sharon is in the ballerina. She was the professor in the new June reboot. which is why I got to go to the premiere of June, and I met Denis Villeneuve, and she's now in the ballerina. She got a prominent part in the ballerina, and she's also Moriarty in the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes franchise, or whichever. They've done the female Sherlock Holmes thing. Yeah, so,
I mean, I guess you're talking about the one with
pushing it a bit. I'll admit.
You're talking about the one with 11, with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the one with 11.
Elora Holmes or whatever.
Elona Holmes. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
so it's a very much a female-led show.
Better. That's better.
She's Moriarty. She's Moriarty in that.
I don't know that I can do Moriarty without Star Trek anymore.
Well, that's he is so good. But
she's like the one Sherlock thing I never watched.
She's a phenomenal actress. She's worked really hard to get to this place. I've known her since she did her first job. So, like, to see that come up on her timeline, I'm just I'm so proud of her. I can't even begin to tell you.
Hey man, you got to put in the work. You got to do the satanic rituals. You got.
Well, wait a minute. Was that the oldest gamer on screen there for a bit?
Was that what?
Was that the oldest gamer you just had on screen there for a bit?
No.
John Wick.
Yeah, it's ballerina. It's a John Wick spin.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get what he's
Sorry.
doing there.
Little lame delivery. That's all.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid that went straight over my head. Yeah. Oh, this is the I saw this movie at the cinema. This is the Midway film. Did any of you guys see Midway when it came out?
I did not.
No.
No, I would have thought you're all American patriot types. What you didn't go and see the Midway movie?
No, I mean I like Tora 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 obviously, but
that's a good film.
No, I have not seen the 2019 Midway.
I think that the stuff around the Battle of Midway in the Midway movie was really, really, really good. The problem was they just felt the need to set up this whole backstory. So, okay, we're going to show the attack on Pearl Harbor. And I thought, you don't need to do that. You can just sum that up in like 30 seconds with some titles and a bit of footage. And then let's cut to the Midway battle, because Midway battle is quite complicated. Let's give everybody their screen time. And then they also briefly cover the Battle of Coral Sea. And I was like, this is called Midway, this film. It's not called the Battle of Coral Sea, this film. Again, that could just be summed up in a few titles at the beginning.
Well, more battles means more explosions, and more explosions means, more popcorn. Yeah,
I guess. Anyway, so I think this is the 90s. Is this a 1976 movie? Yeah, and then there's a lot of footage of, because what's his name? The really well-known American filmmaker that's him on screen now. He was on, John Ford. He was on Midway Island when it was attacked.
Wow.
With a film crew. They just happened to have been sent there on like a public relations exercise. They were making these kind of, the reels that people saw in the cinema to encourage them to support war bonds and stuff like that. So he'd been sent with his film crew to Midway Island because it was deemed to be safe, and just to get some footage of, the boys in the Pacific doing their thing. And he's on top of the roof with the cameraman when the Zeros come in, when they attack. They've got actual footage of them coming in.
God.
And they're like machine gunning all around the cameraman, and John Ford's going, "Don't fucking stop filming." So he knew his shit.
That's wild.
I mean, you can see that a lot of this footage you're seeing now. That's the original stuff, and most of it's on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. I quite enjoyed that film. I thought it was not. I mean, a lot of unnecessary nonsense, but overall, pretty good.
I'm looking at it here. Woody Harrelson is in it.
Yeah, no, it's got a good cast. Like I said, they spend 40 minutes covering stuff they really didn't need to. It should have just been opening titles, summary of the Pacific War up to that point, and then let's get on with Midway. And they didn't do that, which was a bit annoying. But what there is in the movie is really well done. So yeah, I was just telling him I saw the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth at the cinema today.
What looks sick is weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah, they're being real like close to the chest about what it's actually about.
Which is
good. Yeah, it's the guy who did. It's the guy from Whitest Kids You Know, the one who isn't dead. Ryan Coogler.
Oh my God.
He directed Barbarian, which is pretty. I liked it, but
yeah, Barbarian was good.
This one is freaky. 2:17 a.m. Bunch of kids just get out of bed and run away, and they were never seen again. And it's all about what the hell happened, Pied Piper type stuff going on.
Is that based on a true incident that really happened?
No, I don't think so. I hope not. God, this is creepy.
You see that I don't.
It's quite a creepy.
That's all it is. That's all they know. That's all you know. A bunch of kids go missing at 2:17 in the morning in the 1980s.
Is it wrong to say yourself?
It seems like they've set that up a bit like the. Never mind what this woman's saying.
And it's called Weapons, so I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a weird name for that.
I have no idea what it's going to be about, but it's probably going to be. I hear it's very good.
Instead, go to maybrookmissing.com, right?
Yeah,
So
and it's all viral. It's all viral marketing. But what's even crazier is the movie was so received so well that they pushed the release date early. It was supposed to come out next year, so they're pushing it for this year.
This is the website, right? So it looks like they've kind of set this up as like, you remember the websites you got when the
Blair Witch Project style.
Yeah, when it was first a thing.
Nice.
So,
creepy
mystery has gripped the small town of Maybrook after 17 children voluntarily left their homes.
Is it Wormy Spoon's talking about the new Predator? Is it a girl Predator or a teenage Predator?
Now,
I don't know.
I haven't seen the full trailer for it. Shall we have a look at it?
Honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, obviously the Predator is missing his big bulbous head, like his huge like skull that he's supposed to have. But other than that, I'm like, this looks cool. I don't know why everyone's being so such a Debbie Downer. I mean, just based on the teaser trailer alone. It looks better than Prey. It takes place in the future, and you've got Weyland-Yutani.
Not exactly a high bar to jump over.
No, I know.
No,
I like Prey. I thought Prey was pretty good.
Well, it's the same director.
Yeah, Prey's all right.
As long as it's better than The Predator. I mean, that's...
that one was terrible.
Oh, you got the Predator bongos. That's...
Oh, yeah.
Immediately recognize that song. They're playing the women's song.
One of the things that they said that's different about it is that the whole film is told from the point of view of the Predator.
Right. Predator is the main character, which that's something they wanted to do with the early drafts of the Alien versus Predator movies.
Right.
They were talking about like having no dialogue whatsoever, like that would have been crazy, but that obviously didn't happen.
That'd be great if there was like a voiceover from the thoughts of the Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and when I was an adolescent, I never really fit in.
I bet you're wondering how I got to this point.
As far back as I could remember, I always wanted to be a predator.
And then I got real horny one day, and I thought, I've got some scars. I know what I'm going to do with those.
Yikes. Oh my God.
I failed in anatomy.
There's so many directions.
Or maybe he's got some silly insecure voice like, "Hey, yo, I don't know what's going on here, but I just keep stabbing shit."
More same director, fair enough.
Yeah, Ellie Fanning as an android. And yeah, it takes place in the future, like aliens and stuff, and humans, and I don't know, faraway predator worlds. I'm barely realizing that the predators have a name. They're called the the Yontaji, or what are they called?
Yeah, something something like that.
At least it isn't Anunnaki,
Yeah.
The sushi Meraki.
Yeah. The Yatja is what they're called.
Yep, that's right.
The Logue.
Yeah. I don't know whether they're called that by themselves or by other people, but
is that really what they're called, or did you just really want people to call you?
I have a feeling that was something that was in one of the newer Predator movies I didn't see.
I think they were first called that in the Dark Horse comics, and I think they've kept it.
Cool.
No, I was kidding, Lance. That's a line from Deadpool and Wolverine. I was just saying.
Which one?
Are they really called that, or did they just want people to call them that?
Oh, I don't know, but the name of them was first named in the Dark Horse comics.
No, I know.
Whatever that name may be. Oh, so spiky looking cactus plant type situation.
The allergies on this planet are out of control, man.
Yeah.
Okay. In a world.
Oh, okay. So they're like exploding with like.
Wait a minute.
Spores.
Did they actually say in a world?
No, they invite the director of Prey invites you to a world of hurt, which I think is a pretty good. That's a pretty good slogan. And yeah, like this shit's cool. Like if I saw this in a Predator comic book, like this, because I don't like the idea that, like I like the xenomorphs, they all kind of look the same, like ants, but I don't like the idea that every Predator looks the exact same. You know,
no,
I like the idea.
Predator has always looked different.
Yeah, I like the idea that they have different style masks and different style hairstyles, and you know,
you're hunting something.
Yeah, they've all got personalized weapons.
I love these like laser swords. These like magma swords they're using or whatever. It's cool. But if you go back to where he's like, what's it? He's that big guy with the white hair. He's like there's like a predator crawling on the floor with his arm.
Yeah,
missing.
with his arm. His arm.
The great like that green blood. You know, it looks great.
Ooh, so.
I'm thinking that it is a predator like coming of age story. Like I'm thinking this predator, this main character predator, is like young. Like prepubescent, maybe. Maybe once they go through puberty, that's when their head gets all huge. Because I was like, wait, keep going. No, it's kind of like a silverback gorilla. Like they go through like a second puberty and they get crazy looking. You know.
That would explain if he's a introvert, then maybe that's why. And then his voiceover would be like, I use my invisibility too much because I don't like people to look at me, and so I'll turn on my cloaking device.
Yeah.
So the predator's forehead is kind of like a Ferengi's lobes.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I was thinking about like I
wonder if he gets off on it.
Because I mean, I don't think this is a female predator. I'm thinking this is like a young predator. It'd be funny if this predator was like a kid. Like this is a 12-year-old. You know, he's really.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, like I mean, when you see this close up of the predator, I'm like thinking like this. And now, you can see this Weyland Yutani wreckage here. This is neat. I don't know what the hell this creature is. Yeah, and I'm thinking like, okay, what is the problem with this predator? Like, obviously his eyes look great, the jaws are cool, but there's something off. And then I realized like, he doesn't have that huge, like,
hasn't got the huge crown for
baseball gloves shaped head.
So I think on the basis of that, this is a young kid.
Yeah,
but as far as like the special effects go, like this is one of the best looking predators I've seen. Like I love the eyes. The eyes are perfect. These like glowing like little orbs in these hollowed out like holes, like very beady eyes. These are the eyes of a predator creature. And the mandibles, they look good. I mean, I'm not understanding the amount of hate it's getting. I think it's more like we don't like things that are different.
Maybe.
I mean, I would have preferred if they hadn't shown the predator in it. I think that would have been better.
Maybe.
I mean, I know we know.
I mean, if you look at it one way, it's almost like, oh, okay, yeah, actually, that was all right.
Well, the thing is, there's also like he's got more of a neck than usual. Usually, the predator's head is kind of more like closer to the shoulders, and you see less of the neck. There's definitely
not by much,
but special effects wise, like I think this looks great. I mean,
that's not a CGI head.
I saw a drinker saying like this is the downgrade of the year. I'm like, what? No, it's not that terrible. I mean, now granted, it's hopefully they explain why he doesn't have a big head, and hopefully we see some actual more traditional looking predators in the movie. That would obviously fix that problem. The idea that these predators have varying looks and designs. People are talking shit about the hairstyle. I don't mind it. I like I said, I like the predators having, various different looking looks. And of course, it is just another generic Predator sequel. So like, I'm not expecting the best movie of the year or anything, but it just looks better than the previous Predator sequels.
I think. I mean, the Predators. Was it not the Predator? Or the Predator?
I like different color faces. I like the idea that they come in browns and greens and.
We had the Predator last time. That was Shane Black back on writing duties, and that was the one with all the criminals in the truck. And
I really think that was Shane Black and Fred Decker, like just seeing what they could get away with.
That film was fucking diabolical.
Right.
It was absolutely awful.
I really think that was like a joke.
I didn't even make it to the end of the movie. I got sort of like two.
Lance, are you trying to say that you don't like the trope of autism being a superpower that can be weaponized? I didn't like the
film, full stop. I got about 2/3 of the way in, and I thought I can't watch the rest of this, and I turned it off. I don't think my then partner wanted to see it either. And normally I quite liked Predator 1 and 2. I love. I quite liked Predators, the one set on the planet. That was okay.
That was all right.
Yeah, Predators was fine. The problem with Predators, like this Predator looks way better than the Predator in Predators. I hated Predators because they couldn't get like a Predator where the mandibles move. The mandibles are like locked in the open position like it's a mask. That looked ridiculous.
Well, there was just 3. You didn't like any of them? There was 3 different Predators in that one.
No, but the one who takes the mask off, he's got his jaws open like this, like static, like they don't move. Like it was just like lazy.
Rachel still has brain damage from watching The Predator. It killed so many brain cells.
Yeah,
and we understand. We sympathize.
So wait, is this guy Broken Tusk? Does he have a little broken tusk on his bottom here?
The bottom right one is it's just smaller. It's not broken.
It'll grow back.
Because that's what I was. That was like one of the famous characters.
It's a micro tusk.
Yeah, the first Alien vs Predator draft had a character named Broken Tusk, and he was the leader of the Predators.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, I mean, like I said, and I don't mind the darker skin color. Make a Predator brown, red, green, blue. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like I said, I like more variety in the Predators. Like when we're seeing the crazy black Predator with the antlers and the white dreads, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like if I saw that in a Predator comic book, I'd be like, this is awesome. But then people see it in a movie and they're like, I don't like it. It's different.
Yeah, but people still complain that they just keep rehashing the same stuff over and over again. But when
if the Predator looked the exact same, they'd be complaining about that.
Right.
They'd be like, "Why is this?"
Listen, I was listening to that weird juxtaposition on Open Bar today, and it was making my brain bleed. Where they were like, "Oh yeah, we don't like this thing because they did the same thing that they did in the game, but if they change it, we're gonna be mad too." So I was just like, "Dude, stop."
Yeah. How about just watch it yourself and make up your own?
Yeah, yeah. Let them release it, watch it, and then comment.
Yeah.
Man, that's the other thing I'm noticing.
Some real bad stuff coming out on like a trailer, then
Well, this is the thing I'm noticing, and it's like obviously Snow White is terrible. We're gonna talk about it forever. But Sinners, we're gonna wait. We're gonna see what our audience thinks of it, and if they like it, then we're gonna make a tepid little post saying it was good, and that's all we're gonna say about it.
Right.
It's just like, dude, you would think that if you're actually a movie critic, you would go see these movies like right away.
No,
just like you go see all the Disney cape shit stuff right away.
That's why it took you so long to get monetized, because I have it on good authority from a monetized YouTuber who I won't name here, that it serves no purpose, zero purpose at all to talk about things that you like and things that are good. It only works and he said this with no kind of irony or anything like that. It only works if you discuss things that are bad and you're gonna bash them. That's the only thing that gets clicks and views.
Yeah, Mahler did that great video about The Father, and it was one of his poorest watched videos, and the copyright people were really on his ass about that one. And he's like, I'm praising the movie. I'm telling people to go see it. And it's just like, so that's why he literally is like, I'm not even going to bother like praising movies.
Well, that's not.
I don't give a flying fuck about algorithms and all that shit. And the Nielsen ratings, we're still going to focus on recommending stuff that we think people should watch. So,
well, that's why I like you, Lance.
But then again, live streams are different from edited videos, is what I was kind of talking about.
Yeah,
that's why, because those edited videos, especially the ones that Mahler makes, I mean, they take, I'm sure, hundreds of hours to make.
Yeah. They take a substantial period of time. Yeah, that looks all right. I think I'd, hold off on judgment. I might see it at the cinema.
Yeah, based on the teaser alone, like, who knows? We'll probably get some more cringy plot details from the next trailer, and that might knock my expectations down a bit.
I don't want to see any more. I'm quite happy not to see any more trailers for it. I would just rather go and see it in the cinema. I don't want to know anything else about it. Just let me be surprised at the cinema. It's like the Mission Impossible trailer, the one I watched today. you know, there's a
Gives
shot
away the
of-
whole movie.
Yeah, there's a shot of every new stunt, the biplane thing,
Yep.
and every new thing there is in that film.
Completely
They're
agree.
I've
they're
now
really
already
hammering
seen it.
that this is the last movie too.
They
Remember
are.
everything that happened in the
Yeah.
first one with the knock list? It's all coming full circle.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean,
why?
it's fine, but it's like I'll probably do a Mission Impossible marathon before I watch the final one.
Well, they want to make up for the last one, you know,
Yeah, the last one bombed.
and they don't have a great deal of time with Tom Cruise either. So
Yeah, but the last one
you
was
want to
also
have a great
like,
one again, you got to do it.
the last one was
Is-
meant
is
to
Tom
be like
Cruise
a part
gonna
one.
die soon?
right?
Am I missing something? Or
Well, I mean, he's not getting any younger.
He's not going to be
Yeah,
sprinting in all of his movies, you know.
No.
no, but yeah, his action day hero, you know, his
Yeah.
action hero days are probably coming.
Which I'm excited for.
Well,
you know,
I mean,
like,
more
his-
power to him because he's still doing some stunts and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
but
for that.
you know, his best roles are, you know, Magnolia, Collateral,
Few Good Men.
Yeah, and Tropic Thunder, you know. I want to see him doing more, you know, outside the
Villains.
box type stuff. Yeah,
some
villains
more
is
villain
great.
roles,
He's great as
Tom.
villains, or not even villains. Like Magnolia is great because he's just like a supporting character, you know.
Magnolia is one of his best ever performances. It's
Dude, yeah,
absolutely
the whole
fantastic.
bedside scene is like his best ever, where
Yeah.
he's like,
I would
you know,
agree.
I'm not gonna cry. I am not gonna cry for you. You know, he's so good in that one, dude.
Yeah,
But Lance, they have this new Amazon Prime movie coming out with John Cena and Idris Alba, and like they get the
combination.
preview for it. They give away the entire movie. In the preview.
a friend of mine is in that film.
Really?
Mark Hampton put up a picture of him on set. Let me see if I can find it today. Yeah, because I think the trailer's just dropped. It's kind of like a sort of comedy version of Air Force One.
Well, you know what it made me think of though. It made me think of that movie we just watched, where the Viola Davis was the female president.
Oh, G20.
G20.
But see,
Right.
it seems like somebody listened to Enzo's recommendation and was just like lean into the comedy of it and make it funny and
Yeah, make it more like about Trump being held hostage in the G20
Right.
summit, you know, and make fun of him. Like
Well,
that would
this
be
is,
amazing.
This is Mark's post about. It's called Heads of State.
Yep.
Yeah, like the president's a big fat idiot, and we gotta rescue him. Like that would be way better, you know.
No, the gag in this one is that this is based on sort of an Arnold Schwarzenegger type character becoming president, who was a big action hero.
Oh, an
And-
actor.
Yeah,
And,
and it's, he was an actor. He was an action hero actor. He's now become president. Now he's in an action situation, and he thinks he can handle it.
And the antagonist
This
is
is
like
great.
a predator that just like beheads all these heads of state and collects them.
So this is my friend on set in the movie. So here he is.
Nice.
Are you playing a
And
Secret
this is
Service guy or something?
Probably, yeah. I don't really know. And this is them filming it. And this is him on set. That actress is very well known. I forget her name now. She was also in. I think she was also in June, if I remember rightly. But yeah, she's a good egg. Yeah. So Amazon Prime original coming down July. Just as if
Boy, that's all.
G20
That's all you need to know is Amazon Prime and Priyanka Chopra. Like anything she shows up in is death. She's just death to the box office in anything that she's in. Man, it's crazy. It's sad too.
Isn't she like she's like a massive box office draw in India, right? She's like Bollywood royalty, I think.
I guess.
No, I mean it's a different world over there, man. You just
Bro,
For sure.
That's gonna be awesome with like the tariffs or whatever or anything. Like the point is like for some reason Hollywood stops catering to the Chinese audience and starts catering more to Indian audiences because there's like a billion Indians that watch movies. So we start getting like random like musical numbers in the middle of these movies and that's gonna be hilarious. I can't wait for that.
Well, this is her in Heads of State. I mean, listen, man. You know, if she wanted to take me out for dinner, I would.
Oh,
not
dude,
say-
she's so hot. She is so fucking hot.
Yeah, I would not say no. There she is with Sam Hegron. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of proper turkeys of hers, I have to say. But she's done some okay stuff. She was pretty good in Citadel.
Okay, cool. Name me what she's done that's been okay. I want to hear it.
Baywatch. The Baywatch 2017 was good.
Citadel was okay. I'm not going to say it was great. It was okay.
Baywatch 2017 did make me laugh a bunch.
Oh, she was in Baywatch?
She was like the bad guy.
Is she in like a sort of Baywatch costume in the film?
No, she's like corrupt,
that's why she's evil
woman. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she doesn't show.
You guys remember in the 2000s when they had the bomb squad? They had the IMDb bomb squad. Like if you know, like all these actors that keep getting roles, even though all their shit tanks.
Right.
If they had an updated bomb squad for the 2025, she would be in it for sure.
Well, I mean,
that's a role that a lot of actresses dream of, is being a Baywatch villain.
Yeah, she's not really. She's not. I mean, I'm not really seeing her in a ton of stuff that was expected to make a bunch of money. You mean
you haven't seen Jal Ganjajal? I mean, obviously.
Yeah, she's in a ton of Indian stuff, but yeah, Matrix Resurrections, I think, is the only one that I'm seeing here that looked like it was going to be a big thing, and it wasn't. But everything else, she's in like some. She's in some Jonas Brothers music videos.
As you're the man who's just watched a marathon of dinosaur movies with people, I feel you should watch a series of Priyanka's Indian hits. And
sure,
I'm down. Let's do it.
The problem with Indian movies is they're all like 3 or 4 hours long. It's like, God. Well, I did tell you about the Indian Forrest Gump. That it was hilarious. I did watch that.
Yeah, you did.
That sounds fucking awesome.
It was literally a remake of Forrest Gump, but Indian. I can't remember what it's called, but it was fun.
I mean, this one's got lots of shooting in it by the looks of it. So, hey, and saluting. Shooting and saluting. That should be the Western release title date.
My ex's daughter was like obsessed with this show she was on an NBC called Quantico. She really liked that.
Yeah.
And that's where I know her originally from.
That's right. Yeah, I remember Quantico. Quantico was kind of like Beverly Hills 90210 meets FBI.
Dude, she did the voice for Kamala Khan in the Avengers video game. And it's like, oh man, imagine if she's too old, but imagine if Kamala Khan looked like her. I think people would like Miss Marvel more.
This has turned into a Priyanka specialist stream. Wayfarer and Proctafile will never live it down. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, we'll check out more work of this wonderful actress, including her variety of homegrown Indian cinema roles.
Giganjali.
Rachel Percy Art says, "I'm not even surprised that Enzo has watched Indian Forrest Gump." So
curiosity gets the best of me.
Yeah.
Have you seen African Mortal Kombat yet?
No, is there an African Mortal Kombat film?
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, we're gonna watch the trailer for it right now. Let me find it. African Mortal Kombat. What year did it come out?
I don't know. I've only seen a couple clips from it, but it was just. I desperately want to watch.
I think the whole movie is on.
You're talking about the Ghana one. You're talking about these Ghana movies that are super weird. Okay, yeah, it's on YouTube. The whole thing.
If you guys are not watching the Ukrainian action films with Zelensky, then I don't know how you're even living life.
Nice.
She's going up against butt cheek, and she's flaming butt cheek, no less.
Sindel and Jax.
Cool.
I love the way they cut to this guy's reaction shots.
I like how they have like actual like Mortal Kombat logos and characters, like copyright trademark be damned.
No, they've used the music from Avatar for this.
They're in Ghana. They don't care. They're making movies.
Yeah, they've ripped off the James Horner score. I'm gonna get flagged for copyright. Hang on, now we're on a different score.
How did this
so
turn
funny.
into?
I mean, you can produce your own music so easily now. They can't. They're just gonna rip. It's quite funny. They just nick it.
You would think that the crowd would at least be like having fun watching that, or that was pretty weird. I'll have to watch that.
It was pretty strange. That's out there.
But some of the lines in there are fucking golden. Like
at
one point, Raiden comes up to Shao Kahn and is like begging him for help. to take down the big bad, and Shao Kahn's response is, "I do not want peace. I want problems always."
That's very African. He loves that. Good God. Okay. And then, now, for whatever reason, I've got some strange video about beautification of the face, but it looks particularly horrendous. Don't know why that's come up. Predator 6 Badlands concept trailer. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ellie Fanning movie teaser. This is a fan trailer, but I don't know, man. I feel like we should watch this. Let's have a quick look. Hold on. It's all about watching bollocks on open bar.
I hate these fake trailers, especially like when like my phone vibrates and it's like trying to tell me that this is like news. It's like no.
When they try to pretend it's official, that's what really annoys me.
This is clearly fake. AI. That's AI, obviously.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
This is all AI. I hate this shit.
I'm just curious to Google. I haven't watched many of these. Let me see what
What the fuck is going on with that gun?
I've seen this before.
So he's like 700 years old. Oh my God.
That looked terrible.
Yeah, the fact that they put like the 20th century logo there, it's like, please stop. Just stop pretending it's real.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Those were the days. The good old 20th century.
This feels different. Yeah, no shit, buddy. The new hunt begins.
Oh my God.
Just like Nick Berry's like Arnie line.
Fear the unseen.
Damn, man. I mean, pretty soon, like AI is just going to be able to.
No, yeah.
An entire
pretty
movie.
soon, it will be. It'll be awesome.
We won't even have a job. We'll just have AI versions of us just talking shit about AI movies.
Well, I mean, for me, as a filmmaker who can't get my scripts commissioned and things, actually, I'm quite looking forward to be able to go into a studio and say, right, I'm going to create my whole film now. Fuck you guys.
The number 3 video on the internet right now is that AI little short of the AI dog that's like with a baby on an island. You know, they're shipwrecked.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it's
I think I know vaguely what you're talking about.
It's crazy.
What's it? Is it any good?
No. I mean, it's just a funny little. It's just like a weird little. The problem is, like, little kids and Chinese and Indian people watch these videos, and you get like, if you get like 1 million kids to watch something 50 times, that's a lot. So
views.
Yeah, and you can just pump out the AI shit all day.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
dude,
because
I've been showing Void Stomper videos. Those are insane. Like, they're nightmare fuel to the nth degree, like on purpose. And but of course he's not over here saying, this is real or this is whatever. It's off-putting and strange, and it's like the dark side of AI. I'm loving it.
Have you guys?
Some of the shit people have been doing with AI is nuts.
Yeah, I mean, now you can't tell with the UFO footage. You can't tell what's real and what's
I was
not.
watching one of the AI video streams we did from a year ago, where we're watching like Will Smith eat spaghetti, and it's like just from a year ago, like how far it's come.
Damn, was that a year ago?
Yeah, well, no, it was like the first one we watched. The one from Will Smith eating spaghetti was like from back in like September, which is still,
I remember that one.
It's gotten way farther since then. But the one from a year ago, where we were watching, The Rock eating rocks, whatever the hell. There was also, I can't remember.
Andy.
Okay, what shows and movies are coming out that we're looking forward to watching before we start to wrap up? You got any other ones we're looking forward to?
What did I watch yesterday? I watched.
I'm like you, Lance. I'm struggling to remember the trailers that were on.
There was a couple more. There was the Jurassic Park one, Mission Impossible, and the stupid Marvel one, and they were all kind of sequels, prequels, or whatever.
Well, I know you don't dig comic book shit, but I am actually looking for Thunderbolts. I agree with that.
Thunderbolts kind of looked fun. It looked like harmless fun. It was fun. It's just
I think it's gonna do like Guardians of the Galaxy, where you have lesser known characters besides Bucky, so you can kind of get away with like doing more weird, wild stuff with them, and fans aren't gonna be like, "Oh, this isn't like the comics," you know. But also like you're having less, probably less oversight from the heads because
I think
like
Tron Ares might be pretty dope.
I'm excited for Tron. I'm excited for Tron Ares. People, I mean, there were a lot of people who hated Tron Legacy. I like Tron Legacy, so I mean,
yeah.
The last one was blue. This one is red. I mean, that's basically. But
well,
no, I mean,
like the idea of them bringing Tron into the real world. And
of course. Like
doing the reverse thing is kind of cool.
That is the hook right there. But also, you know, the Tron Legacy got Daft Punk back together, and this one's getting 9 Inch Nails back together. So.
Right.
What?
Sweet. The soundtrack sounds like what I heard on the trailer. It's like I'm into it. It sounds awesome. The music, anyway.
Like 9 Inch Nails is fucking awesome, but like in a Tron movie,
dude, it's gonna be a lot more grimier and hardcore than the last one.
Yeah.
Skeptical.
They got a Now You
I'll
See Me
play your game
3 coming out, Lance.
When is this?
But now that's another sequel. Is there? What is there that's original that's coming out?
A Long Walk. Not to mention Avatar.
Are they really doing this? Are they really doing this?
I mean, I'm quite keen to see the next Avatar film. I will admit.
Why? I didn't watch the last one. But
Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie coming out. A Battle Every Day or whatever. Battle.
I think I might have seen the trailer for that in the cinema today.
Yeah.
You know, maybe. I'm just trying to remember.
One battle after another. Yeah.
Yeah, one battle after another. That was it. Yeah. That looks all right. That looks kind of interesting.
Enzo, did you know they made a movie of The Long Walk, one of the Bachman books from Stephen King?
No.
You know what that? Am I the only one that knows what that is, or
probably?
I think yes, you may be.
It's one of his books. It's one of his books he did. It's actually the first thing he ever wrote as a teenager, and he released it when he was under that Bachman pseudonym. And it's this contest where they put 100 young boys in like a marathon type thing, but all you have to do is walk. But if you fall behind, you get a warning, and after 3 warnings, they blow your brains out.
Cool.
Until there's only one guy left standing. So I thought that was unfilmable, but dude, I guess they made it.
Tomorrow, David Cronenberg's new movie, The Shrouds, comes out. That looks cool. That looks creepy.
Shroud.
The Shrouds, yeah, it looks wild. The Surfer with Nicolas Cage. That's one we watched the trailer for. That looks dope.
That's the other film I saw the trailer for today, and you know what?
Surfer looks cool.
Great.
When I was watching the trailer for that, I was just thinking Enzo's gonna love this movie.
Yeah, we watched the trailer a few weeks back. Honestly, Final Destination, Bloodlines. I mean, it's gonna be stupid, but I'm excited for it. I like watching people get killed from, elaborate Rube Goldberg machines.
If you've seen one, you've seen them all.
True,
before we wrap up, let's
Megan 2.0.
Yeah,
that's really
this time they're doing Terminator 2, where this time she's a good guy.
Let's
and she dances at you for some reason.
Let's check out the trailer for The Shroud. David Cronenberg.
When they lowered my wife into the coffin, I had an intense urge to get into the box with her.
You never considered cremation?
How dark are you willing to go?
Well, David Cronenberg, though.
Those are the shrouds.
Pretty dark.
You mean like burial shrouds?
Not exactly. It's basically a kind of camera in her grave.
Don't you find it hard to take? It comforts me. It's like she's floating in outer space.
Word of warning. If their shrouds can be weaponized, people will find a way to do it.
What?
They found something.
Oh, more in for this.
Where did that video come from? It's walking amongst the wreckage.
Brutal. Some real hatred there. What's the motive?
You used to say that they were killing your sister in the hospital.
I just knew they were constantly edging towards experimental treatments they weren't being upfront about.
You still have her dental wreckage here.
We still do. Do you want JPEGs?
It's obvious they were tracking you through her.
Why would anyone want to track me?
Well, you tell me.
I made a career out of bodies. I'm so happy to be involved.
Involved?
It makes me feel so alive.
Right. It's always weird.
Paranoid
Females in Cronenberg
things are
films.
getting weird. Desecration wasn't just random. She's in my head, my dreams, my life.
What could that mean, I wonder?
What's going on?
Yeah, this looks weird. I like it. I'm into it.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what else? In August, I just found out that they're remaking Witchboard. That might be cool. But September, that crazy looking movie Him comes out, which I think is about like some football player selling his soul to the devil for fame and fortune. It looks awesome.
Him. Like,
funnily enough, isn't that based on a true story? I think that's happened like about 20 times.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, it's
Jordan
an
Peele
American
movies are always
football player.
pretty hit or miss.
Not real football.
He's producing it, so you know. It's
Either
whatever.
way, like, it looked a little.
It
looked a lot flashier.
I like the poster. I like the poster.
The trailer's dope. I mean, it looks like it's going to be shot really well, at least, and have some really insane
I'm
imagery.
interested to see Marlon Wayans do a role like this. I don't think he's ever done anything like this before.
Yeah.
He's done some serious stuff here and there. You know, Requiem for a Dream, obviously, and some other ones. But yeah, it's good seeing him kind of, being back in this kind of
actually
darker stuff.
The director of Nobody is the guy who directed that new Nicolas Cage surfer movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nobody 2.
Yeah, Nobody 2.
I like Mr. Nobody.
We're gonna start to wrap it up there. I'm gonna let everybody.
Are you using a Duke Nukem filter? What the fuck?
Yeah, you do sound like a cyborg all of a sudden, Wayfarer.
That's all right.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up now. So for those people who have just come on the stream for the first time today, which is Wayfarer predominantly, I gave your channel a plug earlier. Do you just want to remind everybody about that?
Do I still sound like a Dalek?
Yeah,
you do. But I think that if anything, that'll make it more entertaining.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Well, stop by the Wayfarer Project, and you shall be exterminated.
That works. I mean, yeah, that kind of works.
Nice.
You know, that might get me extra views just that alone. Yeah, do check it out. Some pretty interesting soundtracks and stuff. We checked that out earlier. Maybe one of my mods can drop the link in the chat if you can. Proctofile, you got anything you want to plug?
I do actually. Here in the next, not this weekend, but the week after that, we'll be interviewing a local artist, an artist friend of mine named Sarah Raccoons. An absolutely awesome guy. He does some top-notch stuff. I've been looking forward to talk with him for a while now. And the weekend after that, the 11th, we will be talking with the story architect from Reflector Studios.
I just put in the Proctofile to get your channel up, and I honestly not sure if I want to show you what's just come up.
I can only imagine.
I just got like a video of somebody with really bad hemorrhoids on YouTube, and I was thinking like that sort of shit's not allowed, is it? On YouTube?
Yeah, it is. It's educational.
Yep.
Well, I just got an education right there. The education being, I do not want to see that again.
There's tons of videos of women breastfeeding on YouTube and Facebook. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, you know, hey, they got to live, right?
Full body massage videos. There's tons of live streams where it's just a naked woman getting rubbed down, and it's an educational massage video. It's like 12 hours long.
I feel like you've done extensive research on this.
What happens is I just look up what's live right now. What are some of the live streams happening right now? And the shit you see is like insane. You're like, what? And there's like 18,000 people watching. You're like, what?
You know what clearly I need to breastfeed more. Don't you get sent the stuff that you normally watch when you do that, isn't it? So
there was a video of a guy trying to like throw a ball, you know, through a Rube Goldberg kind of thing up the stairs into a little cup, and he's like on try number like 17,065 or whatever, and there's like 1 million people watching, and then he finally gets it. It took him like 4 hours, and he's like, yeah, and the stream's over.
Enzo, do you have anything you want to recommend?
Plug, you mean? I guess I'm gonna be on Yeti F's 8675. What's the name of it? It's 8750 8650.
867-5309.
I don't know. Yeti F's podcast. I'm going to be on that in about 90 minutes. So that'd be fun. And then I guess tomorrow I'm going to be on Reality Base with Ryan, Roger, Athe, and B-Sides B-Roll Stage. They having like a 1,000 subscription super special Friday episode. So I'll probably pop in on that.
For those people who have never seen it, the excellent, fantastic cop show that was a big hit in the late 70s, early 80s, The Professionals. You can now see the entire show on YouTube. It's one of these other shows. They've dropped the whole thing onto YouTube based on the fictional kind of CI5. This one's got the alternative opening title sequence, which is unusual. But yeah, there are 4 seasons. I think I can't remember exactly how many seasons are in each one, but it's very famous for its car going through plate glass window opening sequence to tell the audience, okay, exciting shit is about to happen. It's all about
I love it.
spies and assassination storylines and this kind of thing. I'm pretty sure this episode's going to get ratio to fuck. So, but yeah, there's always somebody getting murdered, and it's all sort of like anti-terrorism stuff, this kind of thing. There you go. He just got stabbed, and that's going to be a cue for the opening title. There you go. Which is absolutely awesome, amazing music.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's what I love, the wah and the guitar.
Yeah. So if you see the opening titles for this, you know you're in for a good time. Anyway, that's a good. If any of you guys are ever stuck, you're kind of like can't sleep. Shit, what can I watch? Oh yeah, Lance recommended that kind of weird, 80s British cop show with terrorists and shit. Let me watch that. So The Professionals, all 4 seasons are all on YouTube. I guess they realise that's a good place to put it to make some money. So yeah, check it out. All right, I'm going to be back on Tuesday, where I dare say we're going to be talking about Andor again. No, among other things. I'm sure we'll be talking about other things. Is there anything big dropping before then, Enzo, that we can talk about?
Movie-wise?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, tomorrow is what did I say is coming out tomorrow? I guess The Accountant 2, Until Dawn, The Legend of Uchi, Shrouds, Cheech and Chong's documentary. These are all coming out tomorrow.
Okay.
Damn.
A lot of stuff.
I think Cheech and Chong's documentary would be worth it.
Alec Baldwin's murder movie, Rust, is coming out on May 2nd with Thunderbolts.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll definitely be watching that. That's for sure. So, don't forget, his wages are at stake because he's the producer. All right. So must support it. For those of you who didn't get in the way of Alec Baldwin's firearm tactics, do come back and join us again next week. Is that too soon? Maybe it is. But
I'm around forever.
Yeah.
Hey, Lance, in an hour, we're going to be talking about Last of Us 2, the first 2 episodes on Nadia's channel.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Well, tell Nadia I'm still waiting for an invite, but she's got to stream a bit earlier so I can come.
Do you want me to check with her and then send you the link?
No, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed straight after this. So.
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m.
Well, listen, guys. Thanks for popping on. It is 1 a.m. in the UK time. This means I will now be moving to the bedroom to watch at least 2 hours of television before going to sleep. So, I thank my guests for popping on. Proctify, Lord of Toxicity, Stupenso. We had Chucksenhausen earlier, and the Wayfarer Project for the first time, who's been in my chat from time to time.
My pleasure.
So thanks for coming on, bud. Really do appreciate that.
Lance, check out a movie called Psychotherapy with Steve Buscemi. I watched that last night. It was great.
Oh, let's talk about it on Tuesday.
All right, watch it. It was fun.
That sounds like one that would be a good one for you to recommend. Okay, people, that's it. We are out of here. Take care, and I'll speak to you again real soon.
Later, y'all.